Laocha once stated, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step." And that is probably the best way to sum up the energy of today. It's about taking the first step of embracing a decisive action towards our long-term goals and ambitions. And more importantly, it's about our empowerment and taking control of our path forward. So today we have this perfect backdrop for initiating meaningful changes, pursuing our dreams with a confidence, with the strength. Join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery to unlock your path of transformation, to bring in success, to understand and embrace this energy, to move forward today and every day. Hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your daily focus, June the 21st, 2024. Let's jump into the numerology. We have the 21 energy. The 21 energy is all about this brand new path that's waiting for you. It's right around the corner. You can probably sense it. You can probably feel it. But there are things that we need to take care of. There are things that we need to release. There are loose ends that we need to tie up in order to step into this path with the freedom, with the liberation, with a sense of confidence, strong self-esteem. 2 + 1 is a 3 energy. The 3 energy is about transformation. It's about learning. It's about words. It's about communication. It's about enjoyment and fun, curiosity. And if we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 6 + a 3 + an 8, which is a 17 energy, and that is making the impossible possible. Getting in the clarity, getting in the knowledge, understanding a truth. Maybe something is shown to you today, and it puts it all together, it brings it all together. Maybe something happens that brings it all together. But we definitely, it's a renewed sense of hope. We've got this. We know our potential. We know what we know. We know that we can go forward in this path. Something awakens us to that and not everybody could, but you can, because you were destined for this path. You are being called to this path. 1 + 7 is an 8, and that is about creating prosperity, abundance, stature. The sun's in Cancer. First full day of the sun in Cancer. So once again, big shout out, happy birthday to all you beautiful Cancerians out there. Now today's a little wacky because our moon is in Sagittarius for pretty well the whole day. The moon doesn't move into Capricorn until around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's when it will oppose the sun at 1 degree, creating our full moon in Capricorn. So at 1 degree, that is the I am, that is the independent, that is not needing anybody or anything in order to go forward, that all we need is ourselves. So we don't have to accumulate things to bring forward with us. If anything, we need to release things so that we feel that freedom, we feel that sense of independence, strength, courage, and knowing that we have the potential, the knowing that we will create successes, abundance, prosperity, love, health, well-being in our life, whatever it might be for you personally. This is a purpose. This is a time. I don't know where purpose came from. This is a time where we could serve ourselves. Journal over the next several weeks. The next 6 weeks, actually. Because our full moon in July will be, yes, in Capricorn. We got back-to-back full moons in Capricorn energy coming at us over the next 6 weeks, right? So, and I believe it's at 29 degrees, which makes it even that much more incredible because that is a master number. The 11 shows up. So now full moons are all about completions, endings, releasing things, letting go, healing. So collectively, we will be focusing on our career, our stature, our ambition, public life perhaps. And Capricorn is known for making the plan, making the list, making the strategy, and definitely setting some long-term goals for ourselves, short-term and long-term. So this is an excellent time, first of all, to stop and see how far you have come. recognizing your accomplishments, maybe not even in that area of development, but in all areas where you have grown, where you have strengthened yourself, where you have become more authentic, more in line with your true expression. So recognize your accomplishments, and we want to create a strategy of how to continue on this path forward towards abundance, prosperity, love. When we have the same full moon energy a second time, okay, we're being reminded or gifted, perhaps, that some things just need more time to develop and to be fully understood. So long story short, if you want to make note of what calls to you, where you put your energy, where you have been allowing completion and healing in your life, pay extra attention, because we get this opportunity to fine-tune these areas of our life. We can take certain things to a deeper level of our awareness. Therefore, we gain greater clarity, greater understanding. We can now make truly informed decisions. So we're gifted the time to process our obligations, our responsibilities that no longer align with our path forward, no longer serve us, to simplify our life, to focus on what truly matters, and to step into that sense of freedom and liberation as we step into our new moon energies. So this full moon is actually square Neptune. So we do need to keep in mind of yesterday's energy, okay? The sun square Neptune. Maybe revisit it, refresh your memory of how this energy is going to play into today's energy. So if you just go to the video description box, scroll to the end, there's the timestamp for the astrology, and just review the sun and Neptune energy, okay? And that will help you understand a little bit more. I would have to say deception, watch out for deception and things like that, but you've probably already watched it and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't need to review, but if you do, it's there for you. Now, prior to the full moon energy, remember we have Sag actually the entire day. It's not till 7 p.m. that this energy will actually dig in its heels and embrace us. So I think it's Mercury and Mars are sextiling early in the day, and what that does is it gives us this sharpened mind. We can make decisions swiftly. We can make them confidently. Our words have power today. So if you are in negotiations, debates, or maybe you're just trying to persuade somebody for something, we have that melodic, charming kind of energy within our voice to be able to, and yet a confidence and a surety that we are right in our opinions and our word and what we are describing. It's very beautiful energy. And not only is our mind sharp, we also have that added physical energy of Mars, right? So if you have a project that needs both a sharp mind and energy, well, this is a time. This is a day to tackle it, especially if you want determined action. You need determined action in what you're doing. Definitely a day to tackle it. In fact, we may want to put action into any kind of new idea that comes to mind today, because we are in new moon energy up until the evening. But the downside of the energy, let's talk about that a little bit, because there is a downside to that energy, because the sextile is an area of adjustment where we just need to shift a little bit. So we could be shifting out of, this energy is going to make us a little bit more impatient. So pay attention to when you're impatient. Learn how to slow it down. Learn how to back it up. Learn how to breathe. We may be a little bit more argumentative. So take a step back. Think of what you want to say. How to deliver it. Even though our voices are wonderful today, if we're using all the wrong words and we're not grasping the right intentions, it can come out and we can start the arguments going today instead of this harmony that should be in place. We could easily burn ourselves out too, okay? Because we see something new, we want to do it, we start tackling it, and we just may overdo it. We do have a temptation to overdo things under this energy. Okay, let's not forget, we also have the summer or winter solstice, depending on if you are in the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere, right? So northern hemisphere. Celebrate your achievements to this point. Definitely get out in nature. Spend time outdoors. If you're going to have a family get together, try and have it outdoors rather than indoors. Spend time in nature. Set positive intentions for the upcoming months, because eventually we will be going into another period in 3 months or so. And strengthen your connections with family, with friends, through fun, through activities. Now, if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's time to reflect. It's a time to release. It's a time to pull back. It's about practicing self-love, self-care, plan for the future. Okay, this is a time to prepare for a brand new cycle that you will be entering in a couple of months. So, and yes, also you need to strengthen your connections with family and friends. We always need to keep that in front of mind. But I think you do so more so through maybe intimate gatherings, meaningful conversations. It's more heartfelt. It's more relaxed. It's more pulled back. Okay, I think that's it. Well, let's go to the card. If something else pops in, I'll let you know. So very dynamic energy today. Once again, we are on that seesaw, right? Yesterday was challenging. Today, not as challenging. The challenges are still there, obviously. Doesn't just cut off at midnight or anything. There is an ebb and flow. Okay, underlying energy for today is the Judgment card. You know what? I had another card fly out underneath, and it ended up upside down. So we have the Judgment card with the Ten of Swords. What a beautiful combination. Look at this, people. We have the Judgment card with the Ten of Swords. Now, first of all, let's look at the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, those swords are not in our back. They are behind us. They are our shield of strength. They are the fires we walk through, the chaos we endured, the sorrow, the struggle, the challenge, the limitations that we push through, and has made us who we are today. And yes, exhaustion, especially when you're showing up. I had a comment that says, I keep doing this, but I just don't see the light. Keep doing it, okay? They don't have a timeline, okay? So what we want today, or even in 5 years, may not happen in 5 years if they believe it should happen in 10, but the work, and that's the Judgment card coming out here. The work that you have done, they see you. They understand. They are forming a response to gift you, to allow you to leave what no longer really serves you in this world, and to be honest with yourself in that. To say, I like this, I want this, I prefer to spend my Saturday mornings going fishing with the guys or something, whatever it might be. But if I really want this path to open up to me, then I need to put my total focus on this path. Maybe it is doing a little bit of research and learning a little bit more each and every day. Maybe it's joining social clubs and groups and committees where there's like-minded people involved. Okay, getting off here. Getting off the track. So this is a 10. This is a 10 energy, which tells us it is about new beginnings, new starts. The sun is popping through the clouds. We may not feel that warmth, but we will feel that warmth. We will feel that rush of vitality come into us. We will stand up tall. We will brush ourselves off. We will point ourselves forward in the direction of our path, in the direction of our abundance, our happiness, our joy, our love, our prosperity, our health, our well-being. The Judgment card is all about the rebirth, the new birth, to allow yesterday in yesterday. Also, for all the struggles that you have been going through, maybe now is the time where you receive something of a sense of a reward for you. Something goes your way. Something clicks together. You have a conversation that opens up a whole new path for you. Whatever it might be. It might be something small. It might be something ginormous. Okay, but for each one of us, they know the struggle is real. So we have not only do we have the moon in Capricorn coming twice, but we also have two underlying energies for this. But I think they go together as one. I think they make a complete story. I think the Judgment card shows up to say, we know you've been through the struggle. And then they show us the card of the struggle to know that we have been pushing hard and pulling our attentions and trying to maybe do gratitude a little bit more, or trying meditation, or trying to always show up for that yoga class, or allowing some kind of clearing, some kind of spiritual uplifting, paying closer attention to their intuition, being more grateful for the experiences in your world. All accumulate to a lot of work that we do without even considering those things to be work. But there's a gift coming. First card. Look at this. Okay? You can't make this up. The Star card. The 17 energy appears, making the impossible possible. Look at how we reach up there. Now see that 5-pointed stars? And there's that star in the middle, underneath the really big giant star that we're... Okay, that is our 5 senses, the outward points. The inward point is the inner self, the ethereal self, the soul, the inner child, the higher self, your heart center. Okay, and it all comes together. So we may hear something, we may touch something, and it gives us this, oh my goodness, this is what I need. Okay, maybe you've been making little birdhouses, but they all look like really like wooden on the inside or something. And all of a sudden you came across this material that would just give it that softness, that invitation into making a beautiful nest in there because it's already soft and divine. That's a really stupid idea. By the way, don't do that. Birds probably won't like that. They'll rip it up and use it to make the nest. The Star card, making something... clarity comes in, knowledge comes in, wisdom comes in. You hear something, you see something, and it's about bringing it into a belief center and seeing how you can utilize that, mix your potential into it, and what can it become? What can you create? What can you give birth to? You know, we're also kind of, it looks like we're in the water, but on land at the same time. So it could be also about balancing the emotional and the logical, staying practical, staying grounded. We have the Empress. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. The Empress is here. This is strong energy. And what is this card? It's all about new birth. It's all about creation. It's all about getting out in nature, contacting, ground yourself in nature. If you have a chance to go barefoot for even 10 minutes a day in your backyard or a little park area, is clean, there's nothing you're going to step on. It really connects you. Okay, it really does change everything about your body when we do tap into the Earth's energy. Okay, skin to dirt. We're highly intuitive. We are the diplomat. We have the Page of Swords. Yeah, we want to step into things. We want to do things. We want to experience things. We don't want to wait. And today isn't a day necessarily where we need to wait, because we still have that new moon energy with Mars and Mercury joining forces to bring in this beauty. And then we have the harmony of the beautiful full moon coming in, although be it square to Neptune, which gives us a little bit of a hiccup, but The Page of Swords, this is a highly spiritual card. This is about giving up your intentions and then doing some kind of action towards it to say, I'm going to start. Okay, I can't wait for you to bring it in. I'm just going to do it. I have this great idea and I'm just going to start it. So you catch up, okay? Because this is what I need in my life. This is the new action plan, people. So, talk to God, your angels, your guides, the universe. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, the storm has passed. She sits there very content in who she is. She's a frugal queen. She doesn't spend. She doesn't waste. She doesn't waste time, energy, resources. She wants to make sure that everything brings back a profit, so she invests her time, her energy, and her resources to worthwhile ventures. Always looking forward. And then we have the Lovers. So embrace your passions, your dreams, your desires, or the person sitting next to you. Yeah, it's really about embracing our path, being authentic with our passions, our dreams, our desires, what we get excited about, what we're motivated to do in our lives. Remember, we have that one energy as well. Okay, 1 degree. So that one energy allows us to be the independent. We don't have to get permission from anybody else in order to step into some of the things that come into our path today, or some of the things we desire, some of the things that fills us with passion, enthusiasm, anticipation, allowing our inner expression to flow. Let's go to an oracle card, shall we? Okay, we have celebrate the differences, the 3 energy. There's a lot about celebration in this reading. There's a lot about celebrating yourself and celebrating your path forward. So what do you see? You may have saw something that nobody else has seen. I heard somebody talking one time, and they said, on a busy street, thousands of people walk by this little spider web, but you saw it. Nobody else did. You were pulled towards its the awareness of that spider. Why? So when we're pulled in certain directions, we need to slow it down. We live in a very busy, fast-paced kind of world. Everything has to be now or yesterday, please. So we need to understand to have a patience, and that might be where Mercury and Mars comes into play with us, of having a patience to back it up and to invite in all that's around us, to share a giggle, laughter, raise our energy, inspire us to new beginnings. Okay, celebrate differences. You understand that everything in life comes with an opposite, even within yourself. You have a polarity, male, female, high, low, good, bad, light, dark. It is our differences that make us unique. We all come from the same collective and all have the light of the inner soul. And the more we learn, the more we grow in our thoughts and attitudes, the more understanding and compassion can develop within our lives. So take a moment to appreciate an individual, or I'm thinking yourself, for the qualities that they are sharing with you or sharing with the world, and find what learning can be gained from any situation. We'll get an animal card here fast, and then we will go to our Journey of Love card, as always, for our full moons and new moons. That deck never ceases to amaze me in any of the readings. It just seems to tie the energy in, and sometimes something I glossed over becomes the topic. So something I maybe shouldn't have glossed over. And we have the 4 of Earth and its squirrel. I was talking about those earth energies, the 5 senses. I wasn't really understanding why I was doing that when I was showing the star card. It really didn't lead anywhere. I was just supposed to point it out to you, and I guess that's because we were going to get the squirrel card, the 4 of Earth, being grounded, okay, tapping into our 5 senses, stepping out into nature, Be cautious about living life of extremes or seeing things in black and white terms. Consider, for example, whether you are spending too much versus hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotionally versus building walls that keep people out. So it is a wonderful time to release. And, if we're building walls to keep people out, and then we get a job and it's commission based and is based on how many people we get to sign up or purchase something, and we have this wall keeping people out, the people that you are trying to sell to, trying to draw into whatever you are saying, they feel something about you. They're just not sure. It's like there's something sketchy there. That's what they think in their minds. You're not being sketchy. You're being honest in that moment in time. But since you have those walls, they do come through in our actions, in our words, even in our thoughts. So, and that's for anything in life, okay? I just tapped into that one, but, apply where applicable. Okay, beautiful journey of love. Wow, the deck felt so heavy when I picked it up. Like it feels like, this is a big deck. But this is half its size and it's just the weight. Okay, we have 21 energy. So the 21 energy is back. She is the moon. Okay, I will read the poem first. Waiting. These moments are precious, like jewels on the crown of life. They beckon my heart, forming memories that sparkle with joy. And like the longing of a sweet caress, they draw me near, melting into one, showing what is possible on the journey of life, waiting for the seasons change. So we have the solstice and we have waiting for the seasons change. How amazing is that? The light of the moon ebbs and flows. The wisdom of patience is not about waiting around for something to happen, rather than getting up and getting done. The wisdom of patience is that of the gardener who consults the lunar calendar, the right timing, promoting growth, planting when there is fertile soil, allowing the soil to rest and replenish when it needs to. You are being asked to check in with your timing. Is now the time for action or rest? It can change quickly, just as the phases of the moon does. So if you're unsure, that's okay too. Perhaps you are waiting for more light to reveal the ways as the moon grows full. All things come in time. Your message comes through this oracle. Your manifestation... Oh, where's the card? Way up, way down here. So you're watching this. Oh, that's great. Okay, there we go. Sorry, don't edit. Proving I'm not AI. If you feel something isn't happening fast enough or quickly enough, and you are unsure that you are really ready, be assured all is well. If something is not clear to you and you would like it to be more so, the clarity you seek will come to you. Do not worry. Do not try to force the insight. Just be with what is happening now and trust. You're moving and growing and all is well. Soon you will see that for yourself, just as the moon grows full and revealing, even in the midst of the deepest night. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.